Hello everyone, Jaime Mantilla here, and in this video I'm going to redo the cloning of this Teenietales website. First time I did it, I didn't know what I was doing. I watched a demo from CopyCoder to know exactly what needs to be done before we start copying images. So I wanted to redo it because last time it took me like an hour. So this time I'm hopefully going to be able to complete it within, 30 minutes. But this is a design from Omar Chowdhury. He's actually a great designer and great entrepreneur. I'm actually in a group with him on a school's community that he has. I'm going to share that with you in case you want to share, in case you want to join it. He talks about SEO, design, mindset, and a few other things that you would be interested in. But here's an interview that he had with Greg Eisenberg. He talks about these Teenietales and how you can leverage ChatGPT and artificial intelligence just to create great content and great applications. Okay, some of those as well I'm gonna show to you. Like that's him right there. Like he's been interviewed in many podcasts and many places. So again, he's very well known in his industry in Dubai, I believe. I think he's right now in Dubai. He's from UK, but he's living in Dubai right now. But anyways, this is the video that I created back then, the CopyCoder, this one here. It took me an hour and 3 minutes, so hopefully this is going to be less. I'm already 2 minutes into speaking right now. But again, I want to try to redo it just because last time I wasn't sure what I was doing and it took me so long to get it right. So again, here's the community that he owns. There's 405 members. There is super active. He does weekly calls and things like that. So again, shout out to him. Hopefully he doesn't mind me trying to clone his site just to show the power of AI and CopyCoder again. Here's some of his websites and the designs that he has. I love how he designs things. These are more of aggregate directories for, this one is recipes. This one is Best Dubai for, places to explore in Dubai, restaurant, hotels, malls. So he kind of goes over how these websites are designed and how he can leverage artificial intelligence to aggregate the data. And on top of that, do SEO to be able to start getting traffic to these sites and getting sponsored and things like that. So it's great content. And that's why I'm keen to demo it right now and try to replicate some of these sites. Not replicate, but, clone him just for to test CopyCoder and things like that. So again, Teenietales, he just launched Teenietales right now. It is under, you have to reserve your first access. So he just launched it and he's just testing the market out and things like that. This is the initial mockup that he had. That's the one that I'm going to try to clone. So that's the one that I'm using for this demo. And of course, CopyCoder, Maurice Kremps, which is the owner of CopyCoder. Great UI and great application to be able to clone applications without writing a line of code, just to generate prompts. So with that said, this is a big old introduction, 3 minutes in it, and I wanted to kind of get started and get to it right now. Okay, so I already have the Teenietales CopyCoder folder. I'm going to open up my terminal, which is Control-Shift with a tilde, or you can go here to terminal, and I'm going to go ahead and paste the prompts that I have. So this is one of them. NXP create next app latest and the period. That way it knows that it's under the root directory. And then everything, it should be yes as default. I'm going to change that to yes, default. And it's just going to go and download the dependencies, things like that. In the meantime, I'm going to go to CopyCoder right now and I'm going to grab the image that I have and I'm going to go ahead and drop it into the CopyCoder UI, and I'm gonna click on generate prompt. What it's doing right now is just scanning the UI to see what are the components, and then it's going to give you a prompt that is very detailed, that is going to give you the structure of the app and things like that. In fact, I got a comment from Moritz. Man, I'm sorry, I'm butchering your name, telling me what to do and how to do it before you even start with the application. Okay. So going back to Cursor AI. And again, Cursor AI is another application that I've been speaking about in the past. This is it. You can download it, use it. It is free for for many prompts, but then it's $20. But I think it's really worth it for you to invest in it if you're interested on creating applications without writing a line of code. This is still going, but I'm going to go ahead and copy my other prompt just to get ready. That is to install the styling options for the app, which I'm going to do right now, which is npx chatcn latest init. So I'm going to click enter, and it's going to go ahead and download the dependencies for the specific ad. In the meantime, I'm going to come here to CopyCoder. I'm going to copy the prompts. I'm going back to Cursor, and then I'm going to open up the panel to get my composer chat. In this case, what I'm going to do, actually, so here I'm just going to do default as New York, default as neutral. Yes, yes. And you're just going to start the dependencies. And then I'm going to click here on agent, which is more of a YOLO mode, where if he finds errors, he tries to fix them on its own. So it could be dangerous depending on what he's doing. But in this case, I've used it several times, and I know what he's doing. Or not that I know that he's doing, but I know that he's going to do a good job fixing and adding the stuff to the application or to what we're trying to create. So at this point in time, I'm just getting ready to paste the prompt. I don't know if you want to, I'm not going to read it through it, but pretty much, it tells you what it's going to do. It's going to use the client directive, the styling for Tailwind, use Lucid React, use stock photos, configure Next.js, configure root layouts. So it's an education. It tells you about the UI, what it found, the summary, the images, the navigation elements, the layout, the content sections, etc., etc. I don't think there's a need to read through it. You can actually do it on your own once you start doing the application. But now that everything is ready right now, I'm just going to go ahead and click submit. And once I click submit, it's just going to start doing what it's supposed to do. It's pretty darn simple. We're 7 minutes in it, but I spoke, for like 4 at the beginning. But, it was just worth the shout out, because I may try to clone these other 2 just to see what the outcome is in the next 2 videos. But again, this is something that you can actually do yourself. Again, this one took me 1 hour and 3 minutes. I probably link this too so that you can see it, or you can just go ahead and watch it here. It was painful, but then towards the end, I got it to work. But I'm hoping to beat this time, now knowing that I needed to install the dependencies first. So hopefully, within 30 minutes or so, we have a UI that is going to look just like the one that we put in the image. It's not going to be as beautiful because he actually does this from scratch. He's a great designer. And again, you can see that here. It's not going to look as beautiful as this. And it may not be as perfect as this, but it's going to have, hopefully the banner, some cards, the components at the bottom with the some stock images to kind of replicate or clone the looks of this UI. Okay. So we continue here. As you can see, he's trying to create the files, creating the sidebar. As you can see here, you have the playground, you have the Explorer library. And you can see that in the image, Explorer library, create. It's doing everything that needs to be done based on the scanning of the image. Is now implemented all core components. So it's telling me, okay, I'm done. Would you like me to do anything? No, I don't want anything. So what I'm going to do is right now is just npm run def, which sometimes it doesn't get it right the first time, which is okay. If we get an error, we put it here to fix it. But in the past few demos that I've done, it actually gets it right the first time. So hopefully it gets it right this time. But if it doesn't, it's expected, no biggie. So I'm just going to go ahead and starting ready. Once I get the 200 here, I'm just going to try to open it. There's the localhost 3000. It is compiling, and we're supposed to get a 200 code, which is saying that, it's okay. All right. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Pretty clean. You can see this side, playground, explore, library, create, and resend. I don't see the resend there, but that's part of, actually, yep, I see it. I see it right there here. Okay, awesome. You have the banner, create magical story with Sierra, make a tell. It has credits, upgrade now, and it has the cards with some tags based on the images. Right now, nothing else is working, but the next step, which is the beautiful one, is just going to start to create every single page. And we do that with this prompt. It says generate page structure. So you click on that, it's going to give you the prompt for every single page. I'm gonna click on copy for cursor. And then I'm gonna go back to cursor AI, paste. We know we are agent mode. And as you can see here, these are the routes, which are all the pages, the page implementation with the details, key components, and the structure. And that's the same for every single page. So I'm just going to click submit, and it's just going to go and do its thing. It's going to take a little bit of time. Sometimes it just asks you, okay, you want me to continue with this route? You just click yes, and it's going to continue to create the rest of the pages. So hopefully we'll be done in the next 7 to 10 minutes. We'll see. But again, we're going much faster than the previous video that I talked to you about. So again, experimenting and trying new things, looking at videos, seeing what is required, what's not required for the setup and things like that, preconditions, prerequisites. That is all great. And that's what I want you to do as well. It's about taking action, trying new things, because that's the only way for you to find out what you like or what you don't like, or whether one thing is better than the other. And that's kind of how I go about life. Just trying new things, see what works, see what doesn't work, see what inspires me, see what doesn't inspire me, and then kind of taking that path to continue improving. Okay. So again, this is the boring part, which is kind of the seeing it work. I can pause it, but I don't want to pause it, because then you wouldn't be able to see what's going on. But eventually somebody's going to tell me, if I get enough feedback and you tell me, hey, you know what, you should pause on every single thing that, on every creation of the text, I can edit the videos. But again, this is more of a me in my journey, showing you what I'm learning. That way you can learn too if you're interested. If not, not a big deal. But yeah, that's the purpose of this. Okay, so we have Teenietales. Again, if you're interested, these create images, cartoon images, just like this one, with a story for your kids. You can actually create stories with your kids' pictures. It creates a picture image, just like these ones, for your specific children. And then it creates a story with voice, more of a video, a story for the kids. And I would suggest you can actually watch this video here. It actually walks you through the whole thing. So I built a startup in 65 minutes. And again, it's all about AI, which is what we're doing in this channel as well. So let's continue. So it's doing its thing. It's creating every single page for every single route, which is the navigation. It is not implemented required routes for the components according to the specifications. Here's a summary. So it's giving me a summary. Would you like me to explain any specifics? No, I don't want you to explain anything. We're at 14 minutes right now. But if I go here to my page, to my new page, my clone page, and again, I told you it wasn't going to be exact, but this you can modify to look like this, right? If you put a banner, you can change the images, the search, or the create bar was not there. It just created a button. But let's just walk through the pages. So you have the playground. It's upgrade. So it's run preview. So you have characters, you have scenes, you have props. Then you have, I think it duplicated the pages. And that's fine. That happens. And then you have the explore. You have the library. I don't know if this worked. You have the create. This is where you're going to upload the image. It doesn't really have much content because we didn't put it the create image, but the create image for Teenietales is different. And then we have recent, and these are the recent stories. Okay, so I'm pleased with the outcome. Again, it's not 100%. Let me just try to fix this. I don't want to make this video too long, but let's try to fix this one here. The navigation seems to be duplicated. Navigation seems to be duplicated when clicking on playground. And again, it's artificial intelligence, right? Like this is an evolving thing. It's gonna get better from here, right? Like this is the words that it's going to be, which is amazing. Right now, is very, very intuitive, very easy to use. As you can see, the output is great. It's just that it's not going to be perfect, and it's going to require some iteration for you to fix it. So let's see. I noticed an issue with the image. There appears to duplicate navigation elements when clicking on the playground route. This is happening because wrapping playground page in the maze layout, which already includes the navigation, while the route layout also includes the same navigation. Let's fix and removing the main layout wrapper from the layout page since the navigation is already provided by the route layout. Okay. Let's see. Similarly, let's fix the explore page by removing the main layout. So it's just going through the code. The issue should be resolved. Page will now render. Okay, fine. Let's just try it. I don't think it fixes it. Actually, playground. Okay, home. Now you have the playground, explore, library, recent. So library and recent have the navigation. We can actually ask it to fix it. Let's do that, right? Navigation and recent. Navigation page, recent page are experiencing the same issue of duplicate navigation. Could you please fix? Code or could you please review the code base and fix? Come on, fix. Okay. Let's see what it does. Recent. Yeah. So the navigation is within the same pages. But again, that's something that can be addressed easily. As you saw the first time, the first pass. Let's do it again. Okay, I'll help you fix duplicate navigation issue, recent, library, and recent pages. We need to remove the main layout. Let's fix both. Fine. Let's see. So we're at almost 20 minutes. The actual layout was completed probably within 14, 17 minutes, which is better than an hour like I did before. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead. The duplicate navigation issue should be resolved. That's fine. Thank you very much. Just going to refresh. I'm going to go to home. Perfect. Playground. Perfect. Explore. Perfect. Library. Perfect. Create. Perfect. And recent. Perfect. Awesome. That's it, man. I want to thank you for your time. This is, again, any questions you have, any comments, any feedback, anything you want to see, This was me just going from a video from an hour, not knowing what to do. And then after few tries and even comments from the owner of CopyCoder, and I think it's Moritz Krems. I'm kind of messing up his name. Well, he actually commented on my video, which is awesome, and I appreciate you, man. So again, this is just about learning, trying new things, and this is the outcome, right? Under 20 minutes, we're actually able to replicate, get something closer to what we wanted to design, and then you can actually take this to a designer, you can actually take this to a client, you can actually take this to anybody, and then from here you can actually start working on the back end to whatever application you want to build. All right. So I hope this was of value. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Thank you.